Alright, I think we should be live. Let me make sure. Things should be working. It says live. So let's give it a few minutes, make sure I don't have no drop frames. You should be able to hear me. Okay. Everything should be on. Oh, it looks like oh, no, is it? No, yep, no. Okay, it looks like it's going. Alright. So as long as it stays like this, guys, I'll be able to stay live. Welcome to the Divine Sorcerer, your host, Skulls. We're going to talk about a little bit of things here. Things that I have discovered. Some interesting things I've discovered. I want to make sure this keeps going first. 3 minutes, 56 seconds in. CPU is 5.7 at 30 frames per second. No issue. Alright. Looks like we're going good then. As long as YouTube comes through. Alright, so I want to, let's see, find my folder, guys. I want to mention my other channel, From Religion to Agnostic. If you haven't been over there, you should go over there and check it out. It's pretty interesting. There's some videos on there as I went through the genealogy of the Bible. I showed you not only what I found, but other links that you could follow to kind of aid in your research to find the truth. I found that a lot of things aren't so, guys. You are been brainwashed. And a lot of you don't even know it. You don't even know it. It's sad. It's really sad. But I'm going to show you guys what I found in my research. A lot of people aren't going to like it. A lot of people aren't going to like my intro. And we're going to talk about that as well, because the world makes you think that that symbol is bad. Hey, how you doing, Sandy? Honey. Anyway, they make you think that that symbol is bad. Folks, it's not bad. That's not a bad symbol. Let's look at that symbol. I'm just going to give you a quick, brief description of that symbol. Turns up on, I had it earlier. Okay. The name Lucifer means light bringer. Think about that, guys. I know you're taught to think, one way. But it is not the name of the devil. It is not the name of the morning. It is the name of the morning star or planet Venus. Think about that. The brightest stars in the universe, in the cosmos. Venus. Lucifer. And it is figurativity. Yep. You guys know that word? Used for collective human achievements that in fact herald the much greater human culture of the new creation. What also may have helped to suggest that Lucifer was a personal name, and particularly of the devil or evil one or Satan or whatever you want to call him, was a tradition that Pliny the Elder talks about in his Natural History. Pliny laments how in his day and age all the food and goods had to be marked, labeled, and locked up to prevent pilfering throngs from nameless slaves from foraging them. Back in the old days, relative to Pliny's 1st century AD, people had only one slave, and that slave had the name derived from the masters plus the word pure, meaning child, or in this case, servant. A slave of Marcus would be called Marcipior, and a slave of Lucius would thus be called Lucipior, or servant of the light. Historian 33:6. The name Lucipior and Lucifer are not all that dissimilar. So one has to study hard without letting the cognitive dissonance get in the way. Study and find the truth. You know, my whole excursion over the last 10 years, amongst the many thousands of dollars that I spent to learn a couple different languages and all that. Was profiting. You see, every religion, whether it be Christian, Hinduism, Buddhist, Canaanite, Syrian, whatever, they all stem from one place. They're all kind of true, but not the way they perceive to you, not the way that you think they are. And I know you're probably looking at me like, dude, you lost your fucking mind. No, really, I'm being honest with you. As Joe would say, I'm not lying, really. Check this out. When you understand the Bible with astrology, oh no, I know the pastor tells you that's wrong, just shut up, go away. Somewhere, some sheep will pay for you. This is the truth. Okay? Do you guys remember when you did your research? I know there was a group on here who did your research. And they brought to my attention, this is when I was just coming out of Christianity, that all the Roman soldiers' names have been changed and replaced with Christian. Their gods, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, Aphrodite, Hades, of course, all them replaced with Christian names like Peter, Joseph, Jesus, Mary. Think about that. Think about what was just said. Yet you believe, historically, that all this stuff in this Bible took place. This book is not a history book. I found that out when I did my research on said genealogy. I know a lot of you are going to be like, get mad. Look, when one looks for truth, we tend to find a way to leave the cognitive dissonance behind. We have to step outside the box, kind of leave our comfortable zone. That's right, leave the comfort zone. Many think that this God with a white beard, he sits upon a cloud and judges everybody and takes all these virgins and sacks all these towns. And oh my gosh, they only want to love the Hebrews. Only want to love this particular sect of out of all the human beings in the earth. It's just this little sect. Which people believe, right? What if there is a God or an entity or whatever, but much bigger than that? You guys put him in a box. Don't put him in a box. Did you ever discover the molecular level of how your body is put together? Did you ever look at that and wonder how it verses with the astrology, the stars? Let's go back to the Mayans and the Hopi and the Aztec. Anybody know much about them? History says that every culture, they always had a way to live by the equinox. That way they knew when to plant, when to harvest, so on and so forth, when to get ready for winter. It goes much deeper than that. They had a much deeper understanding of the world around them and the things in it. Not like today, because, well, Big Daddy don't want you to know the truth. Till one gets rid of the cognitive dissonance and the traditions and things that he has been taught, and searches for that truth, wants that knowledge. See, I didn't have much of a school life when I grew up. Got kicked out for fighting, literally. Yes, I was that badass. So I avoided like 8th grade on. I avoided, well, 6th grade on, because I never went to school from 6th to 8th. I always skipped, so yeah, 6th grade education. But you get the point. I wasn't able to be indoctrinated by said history. I didn't know all that other indoctrinated because I didn't spend the time to get indoctrinated. And after I gave my mom's pastor a snake, I didn't have to worry about going to church anymore either. So I didn't get indoctrinated so much as to think about the big guy upstairs or the douchebag downstairs or what plagues us in between. It wasn't a factor. What was a factor was partying, having fun, and just living life. Screw it. And it paid off. It paid off. All these teachers, oh, you're not going to amount to a beanpole. You're going to be a bum. Blah, 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 blah. They all lied to me. They all lied to you. And they still to this day, they lie to you. They tell you that a flood occurred and, you know, all these animals were saved and there's this big guy, and if you don't pay the pastor, then you're going to, you know, have to go say 3 Hail Marys and, you know, all that other senseless crap. Let's look at the truth of the situation here, come on. And I'm not saying I got it all. I'm not saying I'm totally right, but what I've found and what I've been studying makes sense to me. I mean, science, right? I know we're not getting into the Scientology deal, but we're going to touch on science. Science has a role to play. How do we know it's true? Science, facts. The facts. Not just believe. Just believe there's this God in the sky that'll make everything all better if you submit. Did you hear the last word I said? Submit. Think about it. What if I told you you are that God? I know, you're a crazy son of a bitch. Been watching too much Rob Zombie and smoking on that wacky tobacco. Maybe so. Maybe so. But it makes sense, guys. Look, let me just show you a picture here, okay? Ancient Egypt, okay? Sacred Egyptian anatomy. Here we go with the anatomy, the molecular structure of the human being. We're going to get a little bit more into that if this OBS board keeps going. Sacred Egyptian anatomy. Look at the human skull and look at the scarab beetle. What was one of the Egyptians' thing? Didn't they have like scarab beetles all over the place? Didn't you watch The Mummy and all that other stuff? The scarab beetle is prominent. It's like a thing. Okay, well, look at the human skull. Science, guys. There is the fact. The Egyptians were on to something. But it goes way back before the Egyptians, because there was before the Egyptians. The Egyptians came out of somewhere, yes. And doing the genealogy, one finds that. I'm not going to give it to you. It's for you to go research. Trust me, I did my research my time. People picked on me because I was always in my room in front of my computer studying. To them, it looked like I was watching TV or eating ice cream or whatever the case may be. You know. But I was taking notes and I was studying. Science, guys. There's more to it, though. You know, I'm going to edit this video in the description, so there'll be a link that you guys can follow, or whoever watches this video later on. can look into these things. And I'm not picking on your religion, okay? Because whether it's Christianity, Catholic, like I said, Hindu, Buddhist, they've all got truth to them, but not the way you perceive them, not the way that you're told how they are, okay? It's much bigger than that. The truth has been stomped out. Since the Dark Ages, nobody woke up. After the Dark Ages, it was just easier to dumb you down, and thus you complied. That's what they want. It's the people like, the people I've been watching and myself, that they want to stomp out because we don't comply. We want to educate ourselves. We want to know the truth. Thus, that's an endangerment to them. Circle of life. Okay, so let's keep going on here. All right. The beginning of this video, I was talking about. I was talking about the molecular structure of our bodies. And the astrology. Let me give you a picture here. Alright. As you see the baby, the DNA, the alien. Okay? All three of these actually mean something. Whoever drew this picture or put this picture together, there's a lot of truth in this picture. I'm not saying that aliens are real. Yes, they are. I believe. I know they're real. Maybe not in the way you perceive them, but hence, if you believe in devils and demons and angels and gods, then you've got to believe that there are these said entities out there. Okay, so as I said, it goes a lot further than that. And even this symbol above my head here, not evil. Okay, when you look into said symbol, whether it says Lucifer, which is bringer of light, doesn't necessarily mean it's the fallen angel to this fairy tale that fell. Bringer of light. Our brightest star is who? Venus. This is the symbol for Venus. Just as Satan, Saturn, Saturday. Guys, like I told you probably a couple months ago, before I got out of all that stuff, when I was still heavy into the researching, a lot of it has to do with the etymology of the words. Like, that's where I found a lot of my help. A lot of it was also on YouTube on certain said people. Won't give them channels out because I don't have permission, but when you start getting into wanting to know how we were here, it's not really some, I mean, yes, it is an entity or a cosmos or something bigger that ensued that, but it's not as they make you believe. Let's go, I'm going to look at something here. Everybody has a fit on the number 666, and when he shows up, oh my gosh, he's going to be so, you're going to be so fooled. You are going to be so fooled. Not the guy showing up. I got news for you. It's already here. We've been here. The number 666 relates to the carbon atom. Remember that word, atom. Adam, meaning red. Right. And man. Carbon 12. One of 5 elements in the human DNA composed of 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6, 6, 6. you, my friend. That's said Antichrist. 666. There you go. Hello. Carbon-12 is the most abundant of the two stable isotopes of the element carbon, accounting for 98.9% of carbon. Its abundance is due to the triple alpha process by which it is created in stars. Remember what I told you? Stars. And as Carl Sagan had once said, we're made of star stuff. Folks, we're literally made of the stars. So when the Bible tells you from dust we were created and from dust we will return, hello, so are the stars. Made of dust. It all goes back to the 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. We'll get into that more as we go. Alright. Nevertheless, your Bible and astrology and stuff they tell you is bad and you're not to follow and research, well, that's a big hoopla. Do not educate yourself, because then we can't dumb you down. You won't be a sheeple, thus you won't comply. Okay, so as Carl Sagan once said, we are made of star stuff. When the 666 of carbon is combined with the elements above and mixed with Lucifer, aka phosphorus, we get a combination or a reaction of chemical elements that form DNA and RNA. This magical God-given chemical code carrier is the very code for all life. And of course, it is the number of a man. His number is 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and thus 6 electrons. Thus 603 score 666. Oh my gosh, you're the devil. You're evil. What do you think about that? Bet your pastor ain't going to sit on his pulpit and say, you're the Antichrist. You're 666. Is he going to tell you that? No, because you won't get the money. Folks, if you educate yourself, you'll find the truth. It might have took you 10 years and a couple $1,000 and a lot of hoopla on the way. But now I'm back doing paranormal. Now I'm back finding the inner me and working on my chakra and getting ready to ascend when I die. I should have been dead by now. My path wasn't ready because I didn't know the truth. I was too busy messing around and wanting to party and not go find the truth. I believe it all has to do with this. Science, facts. Okay. There's a good person you can, and I'll put his link in the description box below. There's a good person here on YouTube that you can watch pertaining to this stuff. It's who I originally found right before I found all this stuff. If that makes sense. His name's Santos Bonacci. He teaches syncretism and astrology. His name's MrAstrotheology here on YouTube. Look it up. Just type it in the address bar. Boom. Damn. There you go. Look. They found Santos Bonacci. Very smart individual. They have a school. It's called Syncretism Society. If you're interested in learning about this said stuff. Like I said, it goes a lot further. Alright? I'm just not even scratching the surface with it. I'm just trying to get your attention to be like, oh man, they lied to me. Like, if you're thinking this book is a history book, you're failing right from the start. Right before you even open the pages. If you think, you know, that it's a history book or that, you know, you must base your life upon this book. With that perceived notion in mind, you failed. Shut the book and go back to sleep. Sorry. I've been there. I've been through that book. I've been through that book. I've been through that book. In English and in Hebrew. I have been through that book. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm now agnostic. I'm not religious. I have no... But there is, like I said, some point of truth there. If you know how to read it. Like they tell you blatantly straight in your scriptures and you guys don't even pay attention to it. You don't even pay attention to it. He asks you, can you read the Mazarop? Oh no, we're not to look into that. No, don't look into that. You want to know why? Because you will know the truth. You will know how you're put together. You will know how you were created. You'll know how the world works. You'll know. Then you can't be hoodwinked. I think some people like to be hoodwinked. Alright. So see, that symbol right there ain't evil. It doesn't pertain to some little red devil dude or some guy on Netflix that's like totally rich and whatever. It has to do with the planet Venus, the light bringer, and other things. I mean, you can match it to your Bible as far as think if you want. I mean, it goes to, you know, it goes to the stars, it goes to the planets. Like I said, we'll get more into that. Jump ahead, and then I'll be all lost and be like, yeah, okay, I have a habit of doing that. So let's move on here. For DNA, speaking of DNA and the molecular structure of the human body, and no, I'm not a doctor, but it's easy to look into and find this stuff, okay? Notice the blue loops, okay, in our DNA structure. Why is this important? Well, it's important because it's in the cosmos. Everything is made from the cosmos, from the stars, from the universe, from the beyond. You know, and the Jews know. It's in their name. It's in the name. I mean, Israel? Ask yourself, Israel? Looking at it in a planetary kind of way? Israel? Isis, Ra, El. Isis is the moon. Ra is the sun. El is Saturn. Hello, people. Look at what we got here. It all goes together. It's all here. How do you know? Let's look at the moon. Look how the moon does just like the DNA of our molecular structure. Oh, but it goes so much deeper than that too. The moon, photo taken for 28 days in a row. Same place, same time. Nature is the source of every rhythm. Wow. Keeping that in mind, I have to add more pictures because I ran out. But let me add a picture. What picture do I want? Let's see. Image, new, body, add source browse. Where am I at? Ether. Astrology. Let's look up. Alright. This is from one of Bonacci's videos, but I couldn't find it on the internet anywhere, so this one will do. Hit the screen, there we go. Okay. Alright, so this here is a picture of that said line. The line in the DNA that we just talked about. The line that the moon makes as it comes up and sets through a 28-day cycle. It also goes through our body kind of like the serpent, okay, with Aries. Oh, let me add another picture. Yeah, another picture. Hold on. Okay, hammer. Like I said, this you guys gotta go learn this stuff because this is, I believe, the truth. Science. That there's facts to this. Let me shut that picture out before I get all hung up. Usually I have all this stuff together, but I had problems with the OBS board, so I'm adding them as I go. Thank you for your patience. Alright, let's see. Okay, this will work. I think this may be one of his pictures too. Sorry, Santos. You got so many good pictures, buddy. Alright. Like I said, there will be a link to his channel in the description box below, and I'll make sure I add Syncretism Society there as well. Like with everything, do your own research. Okay? I tell you that all the time, even on the other channel. Do your own research. I'm just bringing you what I've found, what I've been studying, and pointing you to the people where I've been getting this. So, alright, let's look here. If you see the body, okay, is like bent around with the feet at the head, that's because at the head is Aries, okay? And as you go around, you've got Taurus, which is in the throat. And then you've got, I think it's what, Taurus, that's Gemini. Gemini is in the chest. They're the twins, the lungs. Then you've got Cancer. Cancer is in the abdomen area, okay? And then Leo. And then it just goes down through, okay? All the way back to Pisces. Guys, it all has to do with the stars, the cosmos. Like I said, there's a reason I'm agnostic, not atheist. I do believe there's a higher power. I do believe it's in the cosmos. It's not some man deity. It's the cosmos. It's the planets, the gods that Rome had. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Apollo. See what I'm saying? They all have to do with the structures of our body. They all have to do with how we operate. And like you learn in Wicca, okay? Depending on the certain phases of the moon and the planetary cycles, that can affect your body. Depending on what symbol you were born under, what sign you are. It all has to do with astrology. When you look at that book in an astrological kind of sense, you start to see things that make sense, facts that point out. Like the moon goes in that cycle. This cycle, okay? Well, I don't have it. Kind of like, okay. Let me see if I got a picture of it. Hold on. Just a minute. Let me find my charts here. It all has to do with the Fibonacci sequence. Oh, there's so many files here. Okay, here we go. Here's the astrology. Alright, well, I'll have to make one. I don't know where it's at. But that'll be for another live stream. Anyway, when you look at the Bible and figures, and realize through history that, you know, there was this thing called the Dark Ages that many people never woke up from. The history back before that, the true history before it was stomped out so that you wouldn't know it, was the Trinity, the Mother, the Father, the Son, Mother Earth. Like I said, these Wiccans, these witches, these that's why my name is the Divine Sorcerer. It's not because I'm a saint mystic. It's all got to do with astrology. It's all got to do with who we are. The Egyptians had it right. Way before the Egyptians, there was the patriarchs, the first 7 who were the thousands of years. Let that sink in. We don't live thousands of years. All right. So, like I said, I'll leave links to this channel. I'm not going to get too deep into it. No, I'm not some kind of Satanistic freak. I'm not going to take your children. I'm not going to go, you know, do whatever they think people do. The symbol means light bearer. Bringer of light. You want to call me Satan or Lucifer? That's your choice. Go for it. But you got the wrong ideology. You got the wrong assumption. So, you know, there'll be more on this channel that I talk about. I'll be coming on a lot more. Now that I got it seems that I got things fixed for now. Crystal, nice to see you. I wasn't even paying attention. That is my fault. Hello. Okay, alliance. You know, I'm learning all this. Like I said, I have a channel, and I point out when I went through all this genealogy. Like, I spent so much time going through the beginning of the Bible, the genealogy, the whole 9 yards. What I found. I give you hints throughout the videos of where you should be checking. You know, certain points that should stick out, red flags. It's called from agnostic, or from religion to agnostic. Okay, like I said, I'm not atheist. I don't believe that there is not a God. I just don't believe that it's the God of the Bible. I don't believe it's the God of Hinduism. I don't believe it's the God of Syrians. I don't. It's much bigger than that. I don't believe very much of anything that's in that Bible anymore, because I have found so many contradictions to prove that it's false. But if you look at it in like an astrological sense, and that kind of makes sense. But they're not going to tell you that's how it was meant to be looked. It's all about, go back to the Pisos and Constantine, it's all about control, power. Keep the truth from them. As above, so below. There's meaning to that. You guys think it's, oh my gosh, that's wicked, that's evil. That is truth. Why do you think it's in the Freemasonry? As above, so below. It's not some little, you know, thing that they're doing to you to, you know, get you stumped. It's everything above is as it is below. The yin and the yang, the good and the evil. When you get into the molecular level of your body and you start to realize that you're 666, 6 neutrons, protons, electrons, you're a battery. Everything is magnetic electricity in the world. Think about that. Think about what I just said. There's so much bigger at play here. And when you expand your mind and you go by facts, science, and it's there and it's real and you can prove it. Sorry, Joe. I run on facts, not faith. Joe Biden.
Oh.
I run on facts, buddy, not faith. You can take that faith and just believing and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Because Chrissy just said the name Joan. I'm like, What?
Like I said, I've spent 10 plus years and a couple of $1,000s and a lot of time cooped up in my room. The wife will tell you, in front of this computer, day and night, doing this genealogy, looking for this truth. There's times that I left cognitive dissonance get in my way so that I didn't, I didn't want to leave my comfort zone. But when I did leave my comfort zone, oh my God, I got kicked out of Torah class. When I did leave my comfort zone, oh my gosh, I fell out of the Torah. Like, you see what I mean? It takes leaving the comfort zone to find the truth. As long as you're stuck in that comfort zone, you'll be too afraid to take that next step. Why? Because you're comfortable in this step. But the truth is just beyond. Take that step. It's just beyond. How do I know I'm right? Well, again, when nature does it, am I just supposed to say, oh, you're up there fucking with me, man? That's not how it is. Like, seriously, nature is confirming the equinox, the molecular biological structure of, like, it's right here in the moon basis, guys. This is, oh, I wished I could find that picture. I'll have to find it. It's up here. It's the little serpent snake. It's the snake that they, like I said, I'll be more prepared now that I know my OBS board's working. That line runs along our equinox. 23 degrees up, 23 degrees
That one you have up there.
That one, yeah, I don't have a picture of it on the computer. I didn't. But if you go watch Santos Bonacci, okay, that, like I said, there'll be a link in the description box. I'll make sure I put it in there to that and Syncretism Society. Go over to his channel and pay attention. I'm not telling you to believe, but I'm telling you, just pay attention to what he is telling you. Because with science and facts, this all matches up. And you know me, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, that's the truth because it sounds good. I tested it. I researched it. I looked into it and spent a lot of time. It all matches up. It all makes sense. Even when you look at it at the Bible's point of view, through that lens, it's what the Egyptians were doing. It's what the Canaanites were doing. It's what the Jebusites and all them were doing. Like I said, it goes so much deeper. They got you following this God. They never told you this Yahweh was a dragon, did they? I got a video on this channel. Yahweh is a dragon. Hello? I use your own scriptures to prove that he is a dragon. Come again? I told you, I go by facts. Proof, not faith. Because you know what? You go by that faith, buddy, people come along and they go, damn it, right up your ass. Yeah. That's what they can do with that just believe stuff. You end up being one of them simple-minded sheeple. And you know what happens to sheeple? They get led to the slaughter. Man, I wasn't bred to be led to the slaughter. I'm a leader. I'm a god. There you go. Technically, we're all gods. Hello? Mormons don't have it wrong. They have it somewhat right. But then so does every religion. We are made up of the stars. Think about that. I was once told, when you die, you become a star. Well, is that possible? Maybe. We're made up of the cosmos, of the stars, of the dust. Atom, molecule. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons. 6, 6, 6. Hello, guys. Come on. Facts. Proof. Right there. Oh. Okay. So, like I said, there will be more on this channel. I'm sorry, and I thank you for being patient while, you know, I had to go through all the settings and take it out and put it back in, and yeah. But I thank you guys for being patient. Like I said, I'm going to try and get on more and talk about this stuff a lot more that I'm learning. As you guys know, I don't take man-made medicine. You know, I'm still, whether I follow that book or I'm out of that book, I still believe as a witch, it's Mother Earth, baby. It's Mother Earth. That's who feeds my soul. That's who keeps me healthy. Because the cosmos gave me an immune system. Not something I have to take, be injected with. I have been off all man-made medicines for 2+ years now. And most of the people that know me know what I've been through. 2 heart attacks. I got 3/4 of a heart. I have scoliosis. I have a hip disease. I have, well, bone disease. Like, I'm not in the best of shape. I could die tomorrow. And I'm fine with that. But I'm not taking man-made medicine. I won't do it. I know all about that side. Again, I've done my research. You, however, have you? Have you done your research? Let's ask you. Or are you just complying? Sorry, I know that kind of hurts, but there's a time, like back in 18-something, when people did not comply. I think it was called the Revolutionary War, if I'm not mistaken. And look what happened. See, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, we went through what was called a dark age. They tried to stomp out the truth with the Inquisition, with the Knights Templars, with all the funny other Catholic Church stuff. They tried so hard. They even tried to stomp out our kin. And now what do you see today? What do you see today? You see the siblings of the ones they couldn't burn. They're rising. They're learning. And they know what the truth is. And they're out there. And that's what scares them. The truth. I'm telling you. I know, you probably thought I lost my mind, this Satanistic dude, you know. Sorry, I don't believe in that funny little red guy with a pitchfork. I don't. I just don't. He's not real. As a paranormal investigator, I know he's not real. He's not real. I'm not saying that there aren't entities, lost souls, lost energy. That's real. That's possible. And there might even be some bad things, benevolent things. But it's not a little guy running around with a pitchfork wanting to stab me in the ass because I just don't have belief. I don't have faith. It's not how it goes. And I've been telling people for a while, even when I was in that religion, that they should be trusting Mother Nature. I mean, think about it. If we're made from the ground, the dust of the earth, you know, should we be putting into our bodies things that are cooked up under a flame in a lab and pushed out in a pill or a liquid form? Or should we be asking Mother Nature, our mother, what is good for us? What did our kin use? What did our ancestors, what did they use? They used lemon balm and lavender and mint and all this other stuff readily available to you today. But people are rushing out, paying money for poison. And that's my opinion on it. You don't have to like it. I'm just telling you how I see it. I was a victim of it. I watched my dad take so much pharmaceuticals, so much medicine, that it enlarged his heart 3 times the size it should be before he literally died in a home. That's what killed him. That's what turned me on doctors. That's what turned me on wanting any kind of medicine. And I could kick myself in the arse for even happening to depend on pain pills for the last 10 plus years because of my bone disease. I couldn't find a high enough cannabis to help with the pain. I couldn't find anything else to help with the pain. Until one day, this wise lady said, hey, why don't you try this stuff? It's a natural weed. It's called Spicosia. Mitragina spicosia. I'm like, huh? Kratom. Oh, okay. And I did. And I'm telling you, it was the best choice. Yes, I had to suffer a couple days before I could take it, coming off the pills. But it was the best choice I ever made. 2 years later, and I only take 1.5 grams twice a day. 3 grams a day, which is minimal. Under the recommended dosage a day amount, mind you. And you can ask WebMD and any other doctor. They will tell you that. It's not good to take more than 5 or so grams. I think it is a day. I take 3. I have no pain. Very little. I mean, when it's like getting close to 12 hours, it's, or 8 hours, depending on which strain I take. The point is, you should be looking at Mother Nature. You should understand how your body operates, how nature coincides with your body, how the stars and the planets coincide with your body. Because that's what keeps you alive. What?
Maybe that's why my body don't like man-made medicine. It don't belong there. That's why I'm allergic to it all.
Maybe it's possible. I mean, like I said, I'm learning so much. I'm learning that, the level of just lies that I dug through, not knowing what was truth and what wasn't truth until I ran into facts and science and archaeology. People like, what's that archaeologist? Scott Wooten. Watching, his series. First thing he tells you is history is not what they make you think it is. You have been lied to. That's what first got me thinking. And that's when I was looking up stuff on, I think it was the Holy Grail or crap like that. Not saying that this ark wasn't real. It may have been real. But was it from a special god? Or was it in fact from gods? Think about that. Like I told you, if you look back, I think it's 2 videos, or maybe 1 video. I prove to you with your own Christian scriptures how your God is a dragon. Dragon. A virgin stealing. Town sacking. Hating. Dragon. People, sister, will always shove their views down your face.
Because they all think they're right.
Because they all think they're right. That's why when I came on, I said, I'm not saying I'm right, but I go with the facts, the proof, the science. Anything else would just be stupidity. Why would I look for something else when the facts and the proof is right there? It's there. I don't have to look any further, and I don't have to listen to Joe Schmo saying, oh, you're going to hell, and this little red guy is going to torture you, and you're going to be tortured day in. Proof. Show me proof. Show me proof of this imaginary guy in the sky. Show me proof of this little guy with a red pitchfork. Show me the proof. You can't. No matter how hard you try, you cannot show me that proof. But I can show you proof of how you were made due to the molecular structure of your, or whatever, big words. I told you I didn't go to college, but I was sharp enough. Mom gave me a brain. Hello. We all got a brain. We just don't use them. Guys, it's, you know, like I said, I'll be on more, now that I got this thing to work. I don't know what was up yesterday with this thing, but I need a timeout screen. I need to medicate a minute, guys. So let me just put you on the timeout screen here.
Time out.
Timeout for me. For me. Alright, I'm back. Alright. A little bit better. Every now and then when I start to hurt, you can ask anybody that knows me. I just gotta walk away and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and I'm back. And again, Mother Earth, guys. Mother Earth. I don't know if I can get in trouble for shouting that, so I'm not going to show it to you, but I don't read the Bible or the Torah. I feel like I have been forced to believe again. Hey, many people are getting like that now. Like I said, I don't read the Bible anymore either. I'm an agnostic. I believe in a higher power, but I believe it has to do with the cosmos and all that. And it's because I took the time and the money. I learned a different language. I learned Torah code searching. I learned, paleo. Like I learned that journey. I went through that journey. Out the other end, well, 10 years later, I'm back in the very same spot I was 10 years before. I'm a paranormal investigator again. The only difference is the astrology and stuff I knew back then, I now have a chance to work on now because it makes so much more sense with the knowledge that I found. So, like I said, give it a shot. Go see Santos Bonacci and go hang out with Syncretism Society. Give them a chance. Just listen to what they have to say. Like I said, he tells you where he even wears a cross. They all have some truth to them. It's just not as you were told. Like, I proved to you the symbol that's right here. Yeah, right there. That symbol. It's not an evil symbol. It just means Venus. It's a symbol for Venus. Yes, it's got Lucifer in there. But what is Lucifer? He's the light bringer. What is Venus? She's the brightest star in the sky. She's the light bringer. That's the star we follow. It's just society makes you think otherwise. And if you look at it with that kind of meaning, well, I guess I could see that, but why not look at it for what it is? Get to the etymology, the root of the word. Lucifer is phosphorus. Phosphorus. Goes back to Israel. It's play on words. It's all there. You just need to take the time and look into it. And anybody with common sense, look, like I said, I've got a 6th grade education, but I've got common sense. I've got common sense to know that you're pumping sunshine up my ass. There ain't no little dude up there that's fucking watching me. And no, I just don't see it. I know there's an energy up there, as there is other energies that float around the cosmos called stars and planets. Hello. So that's what's going on with me. I didn't turn Satanistic. I'm not working for the Luciferian occult church. have nothing to do with them. I mean, I don't have nothing against them, but I don't have nothing to do with them at the same time. I am simply a male witch interested in the paranormal. As the channel says, the divine sorcerer. Sorcery has always been a fascination, an intriguing concept. So, yes, that is what I am focusing towards right now. Doesn't mean that, like I said, I'm going to eat babies or, start fires and crosses in them or, start hexing people. That's the world telling you what witches do.
Nature.
Like, witches.
Love.
You know what witches do? We dance around
Naked.
and we chant. And we love the earth. We love nature. That's what we trust in. We know we are one. We spend time working on our chakras and opening up so that we can ascend to the next level when we die. This is hell. This life. I used to be not certain about leaving this world. Twice now. I've been at the door. I am not afraid to leave this world. Matter of fact, I'm afraid because I'm not ready, as like I should have been way ahead in my chakras and my levels now, because I got deterred for the last 10 years, but I came back. I was given another chance. I was pushed backwards because I wasn't ready. So you can better bet next time I'm going to be ready. My pineal gland will be open. I'll be flowing with the milk and the honey. I'll be in that land. And I'll be like, bye, suckers. I'm moving on. See ya. But I will feel bad for the sheeple that are being led to the slaughter that don't know any better because they never woke up. Lineage from child to child. You've been taught the same thing. Don't you dare go out of that teaching, for fear if you turn your back on him, he'll tell his father and you won't be accepted. You'll be a crying little baby in hell and have to deserve suffering. Does any of that make sense to you? Seriously? Like, why would you want to serve a God that's going to torment you? Or even send you to a place because you didn't listen. You weren't a good little sheeple. Really? Yes, I believe when we die we get judged for the good and the bad we did here by the cosmos, the rulers. To scale, it's Libra, There we go again. See how I'm doing that? Yeah, that's just flowing natural. I'm not even trying to do that. Like, that's just, geez, thanks, Santos. You're awesome. All right, so, that book, I'm so freaking thankful to be away from that thing. Oh, want to know what my new journey is? Let me show you my new journey. Oh, okay. Let me go back. I went and bought, because I'm going to start practicing again. The tarot cards. Oh yeah. Start doing tarot readings. I had fun when I did it before, so I'm going to do it again. But I'm stepping up my game as I always do. I don't, you know me. I don't just stop it neutral. I'm also going to learn medicine cards. Now these you only do one time. So
Totem.
yeah, the totems. So I have to make sure I legitly learn them before I even do them myself or others. So, just letting you know, in the future, I'll be a reader of the medicine cards and totem. Because it intrigues me. Okay, I did my own tarot. I can do tarots. not good. Like, I'm still got to look through the book, but I'm learning. Just as I am with the astrological chart. And we'll get into that on other live streams once more people understand that I'm not a Satanistic freak, and hey, I'm here just to show you what I'm finding, like I did in the church world. But I'm so thankful you guys didn't listen to that. That was embarrassing. But anyway, hey, that was just another chapter in the journey. So that chapter is closed. We're on to another. That's how it goes. I can't remember the song. There's a famous song out there about that.
What?
Closing the chapter. It's a Metallica song, but turn the page or something. I don't know.
Yeah, turn the page.
I can't. My brain's not too good, but when I study, it's great. Oh yeah. All right. So, I don't know how long I've been on here. I'm so out of not being a live stream. I was, you know what, guys? I was almost ready to say
Bob Seger, turn the page.
Bob Seger.
Metallica sang it.
Metallica. I was almost ready to say screw YouTube and go over to Facebook. I couldn't get YouTube to work. It was giving me all kinds of flags. I was messing with the settings. And it was mostly not YouTube, but it was mostly me. Yeah. So. Oh, you're dyeing your hair pink. All right. I used to have blue hair. It was cool. I used to have black hair too, and red eyeballs. Yeah. People did think I was the devil back then, but my grandma calling me the devil probably didn't help either. Or no, I was the devil's child. That's
You
what
had
I was.
blue Smurf hair.
I had blue Smurf hair. I
Red.
had orange hair, red hair. That's right. Red
I
hair.
had purple, black, apricot, yellow.
Yep.
I had all colors.
Me too. Yep. So anyway, guys, I did end up changing the name of the channel, as you see, as you noticed. So he can have his name back. I'm going to concentrate on me and my journey. So, not sure about the, doing live readings or whatever on tarot cards. People mentioned it, but I don't think I had the guts to do that. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Right now, like I said, I'm into the druidism, the sorcery part. The key of Solomon. Aha! It's coming to my door. I'm going to learn. Anyway, guys, why not? I got a Hebrew background. I got education in the Hebraic language. That would just be like going to the cookie store and looking at the cookies through the window. I'm a fat guy. Give me all the cookies. You guys get my point. I know there's some mediums out there going, yeah, I like this guy. Yeah, I'm not stopping at the window and looking in. I want the cookies. So that's coming to my door, and I'll be getting more. And till the next video, tomorrow, next week, I don't know. I'll try to put information out before I go live, the notifications or whatever they are, and just come on and bullshit with you, and teach you guys what I'm learning about syncretism and astrology, and like I said, it helps. It was a long 10 years of a fairy tale, but it wasn't a complete fairy tale. So
We learned a lot.
we did learn a lot.
We got some things from it that are still right.
Yes, like I said, the book is not. It's not. It's not a complete waste. It's just not how they perceive it. If you perceive it the right way, it makes sense, and you understand everything. Like Santos Bonacci says, you understand everything. I can't put it any other different than the way he put it. When you understand syncretism, you understand astrology, even more than astrology. Like I said, the biomolecular or molecular parts of your body, how you're formed. Like when you start to understand this, and you know that science is confirming this. Astrology is even telling you by the phases of the moon. Like there's too much proof, actual factual proof Thus, it's not a fairy tale, guys. And it makes sense, especially when you know they tried to snuff out your truth. They tried to snuff all this out. They burnt our kin at the stake because of what they believed in, which was the truth. Why would they have been burnt if it was not the truth? You know, many of them. That's what all the Catholic Church's torture devices and stuff were for. Like, it was a bad time. It was the Dark Ages. Like I said, many didn't wake up. There are a few coming today that are waking up. A lot are waking up.
That's backwards.
What's backwards?
Well, I found what you were looking for the, but it's backwards. It
That's
goes
okay. It'll
this
give me.
way and not this
It'll
way.
still give me the right. It'll still give me the graph part of what I'm trying to explain, even though it's backwards. Like I said, go watch Santos Bonacci. He'll tell you. You know, he's got the actual charts. I didn't. I'm just learning, so I have yet to draw out the charts, but I do in a smaller form, as you can see up here. Yeah. But I also have the astrological wheel, the houses, because I'm doing the tarot cards and learning about that stuff. So, but, go watch him. Give him a chance. It's, I can't say, he'll be able to explain it better. I can only touch on the surfaces because everything I know and learn is pretty much here in this book, and I'm still learning. So, but what I have learned is fascinating, guys. Like, that's why I tried to come on here and tell you about the scarab beetle and the way our skull structure is. There is proof, factual, actual proof. Okay. Look at our again 666. We're made up of 6 electrons, neutrons, and protons. 6. We are the 666. We are the Antichrist. But no, your pastor will think that some guy is going to show up, or we 666 are the Antichrist. If you believe that book. We're made up of the same chemicals of the rocks floating in the cosmos. 666. The phosphorus. And all the other minerals, and zincs, and all that. It's all there. It's all factual proof. And like I said, as I gather more stuff and get stuff together, and I'm on more, after listening to him, you'll come back and be like, yeah, this guy's an idiot.
I posted the YouTube link in the chat.
But it's. I feel it's the truth. It makes sense. There's factual proof. I no longer need to just believe because I'm finding out the truth. So, and it's there for you guys to find out if you'd like to or not, or just be like, this guy's a crazy pagan, and once I'm just a male witch getting in tune with my inner self, learning about all the things I should have learned 10 years ago, but there's a reason I didn't learn it. So, I can enhance better now because I know more versus learning it when I was I think I wasn't ready. I was too eager. Now I've settled down after research and I'm not as eager. Like, I have to double check things and I need to make sure. Back then I was just like, yeah, give it to me. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, just, like I said, research, guys. I'll be on more. I'll be sitting here doing me and coming on and interacting with you guys. Doing whatever. Coming on like the rest of the people on YouTube, just coming on bullshitting and explaining what I learned. Chrissy, thanks for stopping in. We hope you're having a blessed day.
She had to go.
Oh, did you have to go? Okay.
Yeah, they're dyeing their hair pink.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did say. Okay. So yeah, all right, guys. I'll be getting off here for a little bit and getting stuff together and bring more content to you. I don't know when I'll be on. I might just pop on sometime, or like I said, I'll try to leave notifications. And I have other channels, as you guys know. I am a medical cannabis patient, so I do have a cannabis channel. I also do Spread Paranormal as a paranormal investigator. I do have a Spread Paranormal channel and website. Also, I turned the Silly Little Soldiers for Christ into SpreadParanormal.com. So now you can find my evidence of the other realm on SpreadParanormal.com as well as here on YouTube. And then I have the From Religion to Agnostic channel here on YouTube, which goes through the lineage of the Bible and the characters and just points you in directions that things you should be looking into that are going to make you think a little more of how you view that book. Okay? And then there's also this channel, the main channel, the Divine Sorcerer. And to the 400 subs I have in the long years that I've been on and off and on and off, for those that stuck in here with me and just went for that ride, much respect. Love you. Thank you for the support. All the ones that just came, all the ones that are just hanging out, and all the trolls, hey, you guys matter too. We love you. You're awesome. Every single one of you is on the other side of that camera, whether you're subbed or not. Just remember, you're awesome. And you matter, literally. You are matter. Adam. Okay. Enough with the jokes, guys. I'm out. Till next time. See you later. Oh, I didn't make my intro. Actually, did I? See, I am way out of it. Hold on a minute. I don't know where it's at.